to your favorite channel, that is the StudyIQ IAS English. And today here, as discussed, as promised, that is the revolution being unfolded for your resolution of UPSC CSC. So it is a overwhelmed situation for me, an extra exciting and extra happy situation for me right now to call on the stage were the two mentors that you have been, loving a lot. The two mentors, the two teachers, they have been providing you some wonderful level of insights, some wonderful level of sessions where you have gained some extraordinary level of knowledge. So let me welcome on board here with me. First of all, it will be Ankit sir with us. So Ankit sir, please welcome you.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Praveen
sir. Thank you so much for joining. And second great personality with us, it will be Sir Oja sir with us. So here we go.
Our very own Oja sir.
Our very own Oja sir. So good
Hello
evening, sir.
everyone. Hello Praveen sir.
So guys, this session, as you know, we have already discussed, and here we are coming once again in front of you guys to provide some more inputs as compared to the previous session. We are here once again, okay? So the very same thing to be discussed, but yes, there are few questions still left to be answered. So Ankit sir, let's start with you, okay? So this is the total revolution, right? So that is basically what your selection, our mission. So what are the things we have got with us? So first of all, so yes, we have got to discuss these names here in front of our screens, okay?
These are the toppers who once were like you guys. They were like you guys. They had a fair idea of how to approach this exam, but when it comes to bare bones, I'm 100% sure they had no idea of it. So how did they get to this particular point of view? Obviously, through right guidance, through right application, as well as through right teaching, right? And this is what we want to replicate it with you guys also. And here Praveen sir will take it forward by highlighting what are the main aspects of our total revolution program, that is the total revolution program.
Exactly. So obviously guys, here the images what we are watching, they were once upon a time just aspirants like you, simply confused, yes, overwhelmed as well, and apart from that curious as well. Right now they have made it to the mark. Obviously next year, okay, same this time, your image shall be pasted here as well, isn't it, Oja sir?
Yeah, I personally feel here, if we follow the footsteps that have been taught, like if the students or the aspirants follow the footsteps or like that has been guided by the mentors, I'm pretty sure about this. Next time, your name would be on the board.
Thank you so much, sir. This is the motivation.
So Tihar is asking the question, sir, I'm a Sarthi program student. What will be the criteria for selection in PRP and MRP? Well, Tihar, one thing that you have to remember that this program is available for the students who are taking admission in the revolution batches, right? So in revolution batch, suppose you have taken the admission. Now to get ahead with PRP and MRP, I will let you know in this today video only. Please stay tuned with us. Everything will be covered. In case if you have more doubts, you can still ask us in the comment section. Okay? So over to you, Praveen.
So yes, sir. So guys, remember one thing. So whether you are an aspirant for 2026 batch or the 2027 one, or let's say 2028 one. So maybe you are in your graduation second year or maybe final year. So you would be looking forward for 2027 or maybe 2028. So don't worry. StudyIQ has taken care of each and every section of the aspirants. So whether next year, next to next year, or next to next to next year, we are here with the best ever batches that can be given to you. So with this, so what we have with us, so will help you win with your syllabus, with your examination. But the question is how? Okay, so let's answer to this question, how? So the first thing, now, what I need to ask this question to Ankit sir and Oja sir as well. So, sir, can you please throw some lights on this particular PRP, MRP, IGP, SIP, and SIM terms?
So to get all your doubts away, do not get confused with these terms. I'll help you understand each and every aspect of it. Suppose if you're a student in this total revolution batch, right? And if you're performing well, let's say if you're in the top 10% of the students in terms of your performances in the test, in terms of your attendance and everything, right? And before prelims, say in January or February, you'll be brought to Delhi. And every of your expenses, food related, lodging related, studies related, it will be borne by StudyIQ IAS. And your only job will be to prepare. How will you prepare? Well, everything, be it classes, be it tests, be it your doubt solving, everything will be taken care of by StudyIQ. You just have to put in your efforts. And if you clear your prelims examination, you'll always again be brought to Delhi and similar expenses will be taken care of. So you'll be getting both prelims residential program, which is an industry first residential program for prelims, and also you'll be brought to Delhi for similar mains residential program. So the aspect is that you have to perform well before your in your tests, and you'll be brought to Delhi. So this is the aspect of residential program. Now, suppose for some reason you might be employed somewhere, you might be in a college somewhere, and if you are unable to make it to Delhi, you'll be having an online option where you'll be provided similar guidances in the online mode in success in prelims and success in mains. So basically, these are guidance program where you'll be kept in a competitive environment as it will help you excel. Right. So this is basically the entire gist of this particular slide.
Okay, so thank you so much, sir. I hope this has given all the clarification to each and every one of us. And now let's talk about the next thing. Okay, the very next thing, it is, the residential program and everything.
Industry first.
So, yeah. So, what is the next thing that we need to discuss? As it has been always stated that, continuous practice, that perpetuity, that revision, that continuous practice is the key to success. So, Alok, sir, what is the concept here? Means like, what are the things? Live classes, the handouts, the pre-class, the crux notes, then post-class lecture, and the PPTs and the handwritten notes. How are these things going to support our aspirants, our dear students in their preparation?
Praveen sir, I personally feel here is the preparation for UPSC these days is not only about the hard work, it is also about the right direction and strategy. So the best thing here about this program is we'll do everything in a very strategic manner.
Okay.
Correct. Like I'll give you a very simple example. Suppose you have to go somewhere. You won't randomly go anywhere. You'll first Google it. You'll book the tickets and so on. Similarly, similarly as a part of this course, we are going to focus on those aspects which are actually relevant for the aspirants. Like in every class of mine, I usually begin the class with the story of a Chanakya. Okay. And in that case, I try to explain one important concept that Chandragupta Maurya, although he was destined to become the king, he did a lot of hard work. But the most important aspect was he required a mentor, first thing. And that was in the form of Kautilya or Chanakya. Second major aspect was Chandragupta Maurya followed a particular strategy to reach that level.
Okay.
Similarly here, when the aspirants are preparing for this exam, a proper strategy is required. Correct. I'll give you a small example. Suppose, Praveen sir, you are teaching a particular topic, for example, related to president. Now, if you're teaching Article 61, that is impeachment of president. Now, you have given a previous handout to the student. At least they'll go through it once. Even they understand it or they don't understand it. But at least they'll find certain keywords. That will help them out. The pre-class notes. You'll explain them. Now, the students have gone through that same topic twice. After the class handouts, now the same topic the students have gone through thrice. And finally, you'll go for the answer writing practice. So in that case, that content of the student particularly will become quite dynamic and strong. Okay, so that would help out in that case.
So basically, what I can understand here, Alok sir and Ankit sir as well, that means I will be given the absolute clarity that what to read first of all and what to not read as well, right? Because this is the biggest confusion I think we all as aspirants also faced, and every aspirant does face this thing here always, right? That I need the clarity, proper clarity that I should read, like for example newspaper, the biggest headache we have when it comes to the current affairs, right? That means like what are the articles I must read, means like there are politically motivated articles, there are some news which are related to some crime, some murder or some kind of things, right? So I don't have to waste my time in reading those articles, right? So here with this particular program, here I have got the CAP, that is current affairs program with us, right? So it will be providing me with the gist of the Hindu, right? As you are taking the Indian Express already.
Hindu, and every other important sources, which is, or maybe even if an article appears in the Times of India. You don't have to read Times of India for that. For that, you can refer to CAP. CAP will have the gist of entire thing that is relevant for your exam, right? So your problem of going through various sources will be solved. You can always refer to CAP on a daily basis and be thorough with every aspect of the current affairs that is relevant from your exam.
Okay, so sir, both of you, I would like to ask this question: how much reliable it will be for me to just stick to one source, that is the content that has been given to me? Means, like, current affairs is always too vast, a syllabus that is never ending. Every day new things are getting added every day.
Sir,
So can I rely totally on the SCAP program?
Yes, sir, the problem with information age right now is not the lack of information. It's the problem of plenty of information. And sometimes it's a very common thing for a student to be overwhelmed by all of these contents. So our job here, there's a separate team which prepares CAT on a daily basis. And the job of that team is to go through, take pains by going through all the sources and collect the gist and present it to you on a daily basis. So you don't have to navigate through different sources. You just have to stick to whatever is being provided to you by us. So it will make your job easier, it will make you more focused, and you will know what to read as against what not to read.
Okay.
The same thing applies in all the subjects as well. Like, I'll give you a small example. Many times, like, we all, what we say, faculties, we have an issue. Like, students ask us a question, sir, which source should we prefer for economy? Which source should we prefer for polity? My particular experience here says in, like, we all the faculties, like, we do all that hard work to bring all the compilation of all the good things on in a just single PPT. Correct. Like, for example, for history, ancient Indian history, you have the NCRT, you have Tamil Nadu State Board books, you have Poonam Dalal Dahiya for ancient and medieval Indian history. So what do we do here? We particularly club up everything so that your efforts are minimized.
It is sir who is taking the pains for you guys. You have to understand that he's making an effort so that you don't have to.
Exactly.
Your only job is to go through sir's lecture, teach or understand whatever sir is referring to in the class, and then re-revise it again.
Okay.
The most important aspect I would personally say is, and I've heard this from my mentors when I was studying way 10 years back, 12 years back, it is better to read one book 10 times rather than reading 10 books.
One time.
Or one source 10 times. That is, in simple words, consistent revision.
So, okay, with this, I have got this curiosity, sir, to ask this question. As in, they say practice makes the human perfect, right? So, what is the role of practice? As in, I have got this thing here with me. That
Means
is
to say-
daily answer writing practice, daily quiz. The CSAT classes are here as well. That will be, ultimately providing me the practice only. So, how much impact this practice thing will create in my preparation, sir?
So I'll tell you one thing. I'll give you a small example about one of the best swimmers of the world, whose name was
Michael.
Phillip. He was being interviewed and asked a simple question that you have come up with so many gold medals, and how did you do that? He gave a very simple answer to that. And the answer was, for the next 4 years, you swim daily, 8 hours on daily basis, you'll bring the next gold.
Wow.
In simple words, he means to say that you need to be consistent in your efforts. Now, I'll give you a very simple example how you can improve your competence on daily basis. I'll give you a small example. Every year, approximately 5 to 6 lakh aspirants aspire to become an IAS or an IPS. Approximately 10,000 qualify the prelims examination, 3,000 qualify the mains examination and sit for the interview. 800 to 1,000 make into the final list. Now, what is the difference between these 800 and the rest 4 to 5 lakh? Consistent practice. And how? I'll give you an example. Examination of prelims, suppose it is in May. What usually aspirants do? Aspirants usually start practicing past year question paper 2 to 3 months prior to the prelims exam. First thing. Secondly, they go for the test series of different classes. I'd suggest you one thing. Just practice 20 PYQs on daily basis. And it won't take much time. It will hardly take 15 to 20 minutes. Correct? 20 questions on daily basis. If you do it on weekly basis, approximately around 150 questions in a week. Calculate it, particularly throughout the month, it is approximately 600 questions. Multiplied by 12, 7,000 questions approximately. And 3,000 questions when you go through the test series of a prelims. You are already ahead in the competition.
So even if I say that my bad luck is the most baddest, then also 1:100 will be the probability that one question there will be in the question paper from those questions which I have already practiced.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes even one question is the biggest difference.
That's true.
It is the difference between you clearing prelims and not clearing prelims.
Okay, so sir, this is right now here. the very same thing, that is that one question, okay, for clearing prelims and not clearing prelims. So here is right now the particular question: who will stop you now, right, after this whole comprehensive and holistic discussion? So this brings us on to some extraordinary things as well, because this is what, sir, I will call it personally as extraordinary as well, because if these things were available to me during my student days or the aspirants days, then the history would have been different. So here we have got, sir, can you please, Ankit sir, throw some lights on this Udan scholarship, Safalta scholarship, and Vijeta scholarship?
Well, sometimes students have contacted us and said, sir, due to many reasons, they were unable to come up with the course fees. So we understand that problem. That is something can happen to any one of us, right? So in order to make things easier for you guys, we have come up with what is known as Udan scholarship. Udan scholarship, essentially, it means that suppose if you belong to an economically weaker section, or if you are differently abled, then a kind of a discount will be provided to you, which will help you enter the particular course and also help you skim through the classes. Similarly, to incentivize you to do better on a daily basis so that eventually you clear prelims, we are offering you what is known as a reward. What is this reward? In case you clear prelims, your entire course fees, yes, you heard it right, your entire course fees will be refunded back to you. And not just that, in case if you perform well every month, you'll be eligible to get what is known as a 11,000 rupees financial reward. So add all of these benefits. This is just trying to incentivize you to do better. And your ultimate goal is what? Ultimate goal is to find yourself in the holy list which is published by UPSC, right? So all of this is basically an incentive for you guys. But this is not the biggest thing. The biggest thing will come right now.
So I think, sir, the biggest thing is here with us. As we stated in the beginning, that a revolution being unfolded, right? So here we have got a resolution for your UPSC CSC examination, that is civil services examination, the resolution batch that shall be revolution in your preparation. So Oja sir, can you please throw some lights on the resolution batch, please?
Uh, One of the key takeaways before I speak about the resolution batches, throughout the discussion that we have made since past 10 to 15 minutes, I have come across one thing. We have majorly spoken on the strategy part. Secondly, we have spoken on the part of consistency. Okay. And third major aspect that I personally feel here is the earliest you start, the early you will get the results. And now the resolution batch is specifically about the actual revolution that is going to take place right now. Now, till 20 on 23rd of June, I guess we are ending with our what we say the course.
The course.
I mean, and in that case specifically, the offer here is 25,000 rupees instead of 29,999.
So it will be valid till 23rd of June only.
Only.
So today it is almost end of the 19th June, right? So what we need to do is we need to hurry up, okay, as only 4 days are left, okay, and the batches shall commence on 23rd of June as well.
And this is for 2026.
Yes, and for 2027 we have got the special price that will be 30,000 rupees only. Okay, remember the offer is valid once again for 23rd of June only, right? So guys, please, if you haven't enrolled yet, so we all request you all to enroll at the earliest possible time, right? And remember, so means it has been a very much big trouble for me if I am someone coming from northeast or if I'm someone coming from southern part of my country, right? So I do not have the proper exact English medium batch. Okay, right. So language has been one of the big barriers as well for many of the aspirants, specifically towards our northeast and towards our southern part of the country, right? So this barrier has been eliminated by StudyIQ itself. So we have got the absolute purely English medium batch for you. So guys, remember this resolution batches, they are what? Totally in English medium, right? So for 2026, the same 23rd of June. For 2027, same 23rd of June only. So guys, remember, if you enroll today, how much money you need to pay for the subscription fee? 25,000 rupees only, and that is also refundable in case you qualify your prelims and in case you are into that top 10 students list, right? So 11,000 of the monthly stipend is also given to you. So basically you can get all of this money refunded within just first 2 months of your preparation if you perform well, right? And so goes with the 2027 batch as well. So I hope, sirs, we have provided all of the basic information. And there is one doubt I think we need to address. Okay, so already has been addressed. Okay, so I believe, sir, it's time for us to say goodnight for the day.
So please have a good night, and please do not forget these offers are only applicable till 23rd
23rd of June.
Okay, guys. So really, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much, sirs, for joining
Thank
us
you,
in this
sir.
session
We'll
as well.
take you leave, guys. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Okay, good night, all of you.